Welcome everyone. I'm so glad you could come. I'm so glad to be doing this. Just want to mention, I have begun the recording, and I want to mention for those who are watching the video later and say you are new to this session, new to this type of yoga, this is what I always say in the beginning, that if you're new to a yoga, or if you've done yoga before but you know where your injuries, your previous injuries are and what you need to take care of, then you can modify the asanas because you know the history of the body. So I want you to do that. And if you're in a pose and it hurts, come out of the pose very slowly and wait for the next pose, or just adjust yourself if you can. Okay, and then of course if you have to use the restroom, please do so, because if you don't and you don't want to stop, you'll be in discomfort, and that will be a distraction. Okay, so now what we do first is we sit on a pillow, and if you have a blanket, we put the pillow against the blanket, or if you have a bolster, and a bolster is a nice stiff rectangular pillow, it's perfect and it's a good investment. So you edge, and it's going to tilt your hips. Your hips are sort of tilted down a little bit. It's going to level out your hips. Your hips are already tilted. Okay, so this is the first asana. I always use the Sanskrit terms for the asanas, and this is called Sukhasana. Sukha means easy. Sukhasana. Okay, and we begin our session with a prayer. And I want to mention before we begin our prayer that this is a mindful yoga class, and the goal is to bring you to presence and awareness. And it's so helpful to us when we do that, because when we are present, we are open and not closing down our channel to our source. But when we are closed, when we're resisting, when we're trying to deflect and distract, then we're closed to that strength that we need right now. We need the strength from our source, and so we want to be present and aware and mindful. Okay, so let's begin our journey into mindfulness with a prayer. So we place our hands in front of the heart. That's the heart chakra. And we say this prayer. And these are the words. Opening to the sacred, I pray. May this practice be an opportunity for awareness and healing to occur in my body, mind, and soul. Staying in the present, may I move mindfully and consciously, connecting each movement with my breath and releasing the physical and emotional tensions that restrict and distract me. May I develop a healthy relationship with my body, as well as with the thoughts that inspire me toward greater creativity in my life. May this practice open my body to better health, my mind to greater understanding, and my heart to a deeper capacity to love. And we place our hands right there at the brow center, at our third eye. May I see and know love. And to our lips, may I express love. And to our heart, may I know the love that I am and extend it. And so we'll extend that love right now to one another. We'll do that with the greeting of Namaste. And there's several different meanings, and one of them is, and we say this now inside, and then we'll say together, Namaste. The meaning is that the love and the light in me greets and honors and acknowledges the love and the light in you. And we say together, Namaste. And keeping the hands together, we're going to stretch them straight out and open wide, palms up. Let's gather up all the outside focus. Look up, stretch up, inhale. And pressing the hands together, slowly exhale, draw the awareness down, draw it. And then you can feel the awareness going within. And again, arms straight out and open wide, palms up. Let's gather up all the outside focus. Look up, stretch up, inhale. Slowly exhale. Draw the awareness down. We're combining movement, breath, and thought, which is very powerful. And one last time. Arms straight out. Open wide, palms up. Gather up all that outside focus. Look up, stretch out. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Draw that awareness down to the very core of your being. Now we'll just do a little bit of pranayama. Prana is your breath. It's also like chi, it's like the energy that's in the breath. So pranayama is breath control or breath exercise. We'll do samariti, it's equal breath. Sama means equal, riti is wave, equal wave. So as we do that, we're going to use Dirga Swasana, which is 3-part yogic breath. And that begins with taking a breath in down to the very bottom of your lungs and expand the abdomen when you do, and then contract and pull in the abdomen as you exhale. That's part 1. Let's do that again. Take in a breath down to the bottom of the lungs and continue to take the breath in, expand your lungs. Exhale, we go backwards, contract the chest and pull in the abdomen. We'll add the 3rd part. So we take in a breath to the bottom of the lungs, expand the abdomen, expand the ribs, and the shoulders raise a slight bit. That's the 3rd step. So we take a nice full breath and then lower the shoulders, contract the ribs, and pull in the abdomen. And it's ready for the next breath. We're going to count as we take the next breath in, count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold. And exhale, lower the shoulders, 1, 2, 3. And again, abdomen, chest, upper chest, on 1, 2, 3, hold. And lower the shoulders, on 1, contract the ribs, on 2, pull in the abdomen, on 3. Let's just do that on our own. Counting to 3 on the inhale, just pausing after the inhalation. I would just like you to put your left leg facing the camera, okay? And then lie down. We're going to just experience a nice, relaxed focus. And this is our 2nd posture. It's called Shavasana, or corpse pose. And the feet are shoulder width apart, or the legs are shoulder width apart. The feet just fall out to the side. Your arms are away from the body. They don't touch the body. They're a little bit close to the body, not touching the body. And the palms are face up. And you want to balance the weight of your body. And you can open your eyes, make sure that the head is centered. Sometimes we have a habit of cocking our head to one side, we don't even know it. So center the head, center the weight, and close the eyes. And make any adjustments you need to do on this hard floor to relax yourself in this pose. If you have any stress on the back, if you had back issues, or if it's just painful to be on the floor, you might want to put a pillow under your knees, okay? And if it's very painful, if you have neck issues, shoulder issues, you might want to put a pillow under your head. And we just relax, just let go. What we need to do now is convince our body that it's okay to relax. It might take some convincing because we're very tense. We're trying to hold up the world. Let it go. Just for now, you can relax. Tell your body it's okay. There's nothing you need to do right now, nowhere you need to go, no agendas. You can relax. You're safe right here, right now. Love is your safety. And truly nothing has changed. You are still the love as you were created. All is well. Just relax. And I like this visualization. Imagine that you're lying on some nice warm sand. The sand has been warmed by the sun all day, and it's a nice fine white sand. When you're on a thin blanket, lying on the sand, and you're sinking down into the sand. This is like a grounding exercise. Feel where the body's sinking into the ground. The heels are sinking, and when they do, they feel the warmth of the sand, and the warmth radiates up through the heels into the feet. And now the next part of the body is the calf muscles, perhaps, sinking down into the sand. The warmth radiates through the calf muscles into the legs, into the shins. Next part might be part of the thigh muscles, the upper thighs and the buttocks, and you feel the warmth radiating up through the body. Parts of the back, of course the lower back is probably not, it's probably arched a little bit, but then the middle back and the shoulder blades of the shoulder and the tops of the back, you can feel that warmth radiating up through the torso. And the back of your hands are touching that warm sand, and they can feel the radiance. And maybe parts of the forearm and the upper arm. And the back of the head, of course, it sinks down into the warm sand, and the warmth now radiates through the head, through the face. Your body is radiant. It's just filled with such wonderful warmth that is relaxing and releasing any tension that might be there. And let's just become aware of your breath. You don't have to change it in any way right now, but just aware of it. Breath can always be a focal point for you in this session. Let's keep our mind on the breath, on the body, of course, and on this moment of now, those three. The breath, the body, and the moment of now. As you take a deep breath in, let it wash over the body like a wave, and it's going to release any last bit of tension. Again, taking a deep breath, 3-part deep breath, and let it wash over your body from the head to the toe, releasing and relaxing. Now, since we're very, very relaxed, we're going to bring our awareness to something called a sankalpa, and that's a positive intention. We create this positive intention. It's an affirmation, and it's us. It's not someone else. It's I am. And then you state what you want to see manifest. I am at peace all through the day. I am in touch with guidance. I am a channel of blessings to everyone I meet. I am here only to be truly helpful. Whatever your positive affirmation is, we want to say that now. The affirmation is personal, I, present, tense, I am. It's persistent, and it's a phrase. They all start with P to help you remember. Let's do that now. Say your affirmation inside, but let's say it 3 times and with all your heart. Okay, great. All right. Now we're ready for a little bit of movement. And so I'm going to mirror you. So my left leg is your right leg, and my right leg is your left. So what we want to do is raise up the left arm and turn toward the camera and bend the knees and fold your arm underneath your head. And just lie here for a few moments on your left side. And it's important that it's your left side because we're activating an energy channel called Pingala Nadi. Pingala is attached to or connected, or it motivates the sympathetic nervous system, and it also inspires this top nostril. It's the it's the right nostril, and that is connected to warmth. It's called Surya, sun nostril, and it inspires warmth, heat, activity, and that's what we want in the beginning of the session. Okay, and now we turn back onto the back. I'm going to do some gentle stretching. And so the first stretch that we're going to do is actually an asana. It's called Yastikasana. Tighten all the leg muscles, tighten. Your heels will lift off the floor a little bit. Tighten all the leg muscles and relax, and then roll your legs. And raise your arms up overhead until they're on the floor, and palms face up, lock the thumbs. And just adjust yourself. You might have to take a bit to get into where it doesn't hurt. And stretch your right arm, and then your left, and then the right. Feel the arms are like elastic, and you can feel it stretch all the way down the torso. And now we're going to stretch in both directions. So stretch out through the heels, tighten the leg muscles, and stretch through the arms. Feel the arms stretch. Feel the sides of your torso stretch. And this is Yastikasana, but be gentle, gentle, gentle. And then release and slide the arms along the floor until they come to your side. All right, the next stretch we're going to do is called the baby stretch, and it is something my son used to do a long time ago when he was a baby. So bend the knees, okay, and we're going to bring the hands up and look at the back of the hands, make fists with your hands, elbows are out to the side. See, elbows are out to the side. And what we're going to do is take your knees away from the camera and turn toward the camera and open the arms and arch the back and stretch like morning time. And then come back, do the other side, knees toward the camera, look away and arch the back. Stretch. Okay, great. And then relax. We're going to straighten the legs now. Okay. We're just going to work on the joints a little bit. We're going to loosen those up. So we want to bring the hands, arms up. Inhale. Okay, now grab your hands like this. Hook your hands and pull them out. And then opposite, pull out. Make prayer hands and press down and press back on your hands, on each of the hands. Press back. Okay, and then shake them out. Okay, hands on your shoulders. Do a little bit of on the elbows. So one elbow up, the other down, and up, opposite. Switch. Just loosening up the shoulders. And now open up the arms out to the side and then fold them back in. Open out to the side and fold them back in. This does shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Okay, and bend the knees. We're going to lift the feet and we're just going to do the ankles. So we're going to coordinate the breath. So we're going to do circles. Inhale for a few circles in one direction. Exhale for a few circles in the opposite direction. So it's like, okay, inhale, exhale, opposite direction. Okay, and then up, down. Good, hands on the knees. And raise the legs. Hands, you can feel what's happening in the knees. And sometimes my knees, all the time, they crackle and pop. Okay, and then down. Okay, and then legs up and down. Okay, now move the knees away, but keep your hands on your knees and then pull them into your chest. Move them away and pull them. Okay, hands by your side. We're just going to stay with the knees. We're going to, like windshield wipers, swing the legs back and forth like windshield wipers. And now swing them up and over, up and over, up and over. Okay, now we're going to work on the abs a little bit. We're going to thrust the legs out. They're just hovering. Bring them in to the side, hover, and to the other side, hover. Okay, and then let's wrap our arms around. And this is Padana Muktasana. A little tension in the lower abdomen. This is good for digestion. And I sometimes say, if you could do this at home and your significant other says, "What are you doing?" You can tell them. But I'm doing it for digestion. Okay, and release and bring the feet down to the floor. Okay. So we're gonna, the next pose is bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So the feet are on the floor, they're about a shoulder width apart, and hands by our side. We're going to flatten the lower back. And before we begin, we're going to arch the lower back, and then flatten the lower back, navel toward the spine, exhale, and then arch the lower back. We're just loosening up that pelvic area. And then arch. Okay, now flatten the lower back and lift the hips. Begin to lift the hips. And the back comes off the floor one vertebra at a time. And as you do, the knees are pointing away. You're going to tighten the thigh muscles, tighten the buttocks, tuck the chin. Tight, tight, tight. Hands underneath the body, clasp the fingers and push into the floor. You bring your arms as if they were trying to touch under your body. Now tuck your chin, arch. Now tight, tight thighs, tight buttocks, chin down, chest, arch. Tight, 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 tight. Release the hands and lower the back one vertebra at a time. And hug the knees and then straighten the legs. Okay. So we're going to thrust the legs forward to bring us to sitting. The next pose is Nalasana. It's boat pose. And we're going to start with the Sukha Nalasana using boat pose. We're going to sneak up on the boat pose. So bend the knees and hands underneath the knees and shoulders open, right? And we're going to lean back. And as we do, we're going to slide the feet back. And then balance on your tailbone. You're going to lift the shins so they're parallel to the floor. And then straighten right leg. Down, straighten the left leg. Straighten both legs and hold, hold, hold. Hands are by your knees, shoulders back, hold, hold. Okay, hands under the knees, bring the feet down and lower back down onto the floor. And straighten your legs. Relax, just relax for a few moments. Keeping that awareness right there. Right in the body, right in the breath. Right in this beautiful moment. Next is Jatara Parivartanasana, and that's stomach twist. And so we're going to once again mirror you. So your left leg stays straight, and you place your right foot right on top of the left knee and place the opposite hand on the knee and pull it down toward the camera. The opposite arm is way out, shoulder height, and you look toward that opposite arm. And this is the stomach twist. You can pull that knee down. It's a nice twist. You can feel the twist in the torso. And Jatara means stomach. Jatara. And release. Come back. So knees bent and straighten the opposite leg. And so that foot of the left foot goes right on top of the right knee. Hold it with the opposite hand. Left arm straight out and pull down and look toward the camera. Oh, nice stretch, huh? Okay, and release. Center the hips and relax. Next, we're going to bend the knees and raise the legs. And this is Uttan Padasana. Just hold for a few moments. You can tighten the abdomen. And then lower about 45 degrees. Tighten the abs. Tight, tight, tight. Hold tight, tight, tight. Shoulders back. And then lower, just hover over the floor. Hover. Back up 45. Tight, tight, tight. And up 90. Hands up to the calf muscles and stretch the legs out. Wide. Upadishta. This is Supta Upadishta Konasana. Well, actually Supta Konasana. Upadishta means seated. It's sort of upside down, lying down, seated. Stretch the heels. Point the toes. Widen the legs. Feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Now toward the head and not go down. Away, and then widen again. Stretch through the heels. Point the toes, widen. Feel that nice stretch. Stretch through the heels. Point the toes, widen. Stretch through the heels. Point the toes. Great. Bring the legs together. Bring the soles of the feet together. Reach up. Take hold of the ankles, feet, wherever you can help, however far you can reach. Knees are going to go out to the side as you pull down. Pull the feet toward the body. Now, once again, you'll feel the stretch in the inner thighs as the knees go out to the side. Tuck your chin and shoulders back. Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down, butterfly. Baddha means bound, and cone means angle. So it's bound angle cone, a bound angle pose, or butterfly. Okay, legs together, and we're going to, we can do our happy baby. So we're going to hands on the knees, stretch, and push the knees apart. Keep them right there, keeping the knees right there. They don't move, but the feet move up toward the ceiling. See? And now your hands go along the side. You can take hold of the shins, the ankles, if you can reach the side of the feet, pull down. Or just if you just on the shins, pull down. And the knees go toward the underarms. And see you're wide, your feet are wide. And your chest comes between the thighs. And this is called happy baby. Ananda means bliss. The blissful baby, Ananda Balasana. Okay. And legs together. We're going to thrust them forward, and it's going to bring us to sitting. This is just get used to being upright for a few moments. It takes a little time. We'll just come into Dandasana, staff pose. The feet are flexed toward the ceiling, and the arms straight down from the shoulders. And the gaze is straight ahead with eyes unfocused, and it's staff pose. Shoulders up, chest. Okay, great. Okay, we're going to turn to come to tabletop. So the hands are directly beneath the shoulders, and the knees are straight down from the hips, and the toes are flat. Okay. And this is cat-cow. Cat is Macharyasana, and arch the back. As you exhale, navel comes toward the spine, and this is our cat. Roll the pelvis out, roll the chin out, and navel comes toward the floor, and look up, inhale. And this is Vitalasana, cow, sway back cow. Again, tuck the front, tuck the back, arch, exhale. Roll the pelvis out, roll the chin out, look up, inhale, and do a couple on your own. Exhale on the cat. Inhale on the cow. Okay. Now, separate the hands just a little bit. Move the knees back a little bit, just tiny bit. We're going to move the chest forward as we lower the hips. See this action here. We're going to do up dog. Make sure that your chest is a little bit past your arms. And then, legs a little bit closer together. Lift the knees, chin out, and look up with the eyes. It's an eye exercise as well. It's called Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Okay, knees down, and bring your hips back. Bring your hands back. You're going to bring one foot forward, maybe the away foot, and then lower the hips back, and lower the torso, lower your head over your straight leg. This is called Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. We'll do the other side. So swing it up. Hands straight down from the shoulders, lower the hips back and down. This foot comes up and lower the torso down. You feel that nice stretch in the hamstrings. Okay. And now, we're going to curl the back toes and lift the knees off the floor and move the hips back until your arms are alongside your ears, and then straighten the legs. This is Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And we're going to paddle. We're going to stretch those hamstrings. We're going to bend the right knee and stretch the left heel down. Breathe into that, because the hamstrings need oxygen and they need prana. This is good if you jog or if you run or just want to keep your hamstrings in tone. We walk our feet up and we roll up. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something fun. First, I'm going to take the camera off for a second. Okay, and now I'm going to change the music.
And then letting your knees be the conduit to pull the energy up from your feet, pulling the pulse up into your pelvis. And your pelvis moves, circling all directions. Feel the joy rising as the pelvis becomes free. Using the tailbone to make patterns on the earth as you circle. Wide, sometimes small, and sensual movements. And the freedom of your hips into your torso. Letting the torso just move like an exaggerated heartbeat, feeling the pulse of the chest moving forward and back. And then letting that heartbeat circle out, moving through the ribcage.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do our Surya Namaskar now, okay? Just thought I'd add a little bit of dance in there. Okay. All right, so we want to stand at the top of your mat because we're going to be stretching our legs back. And we stand in Tadasana. So feet together, legs together. Lift the toes, spread them, and grab the mat. That has a name. It's called Padabandha. And so we send our roots down deeply into the earth. And then we tighten the leg muscles. We can feel the kneecaps. You might be able to feel them lift a little bit, tighten the legs, and tuck the tail under, navel toward the spine. And we lift the rib cage away from the waist and open the shoulders back, and the chest expands, and arms are straight down, strong hands, fingers point down. Lift the head. Lift the head as if there was a string on top of your head, just pulling up. And we have extended into the roots, and now we're going to extend past the building that you're in, past the clouds, right into the atmosphere. Mountain pose. We bring our hands to prayer in front of the heart. This is called Sthita Prajnasana, standing prayer pose. We open the hands and looking at the palms, we bring the fingertips toward the heart, elbows out to the side and arms straight out. Palms down, lock the thumbs, and raise the arms up, look up, stretch up. And hips forward as we come back into a crescent. This is called Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And then keeping the arms glued to the ears, bring the arms overhead, and then full forward fold. Bending at the hips, come forward, exhale, all the way down. Left leg back behind us, left knee on the floor, and lower the hips. As you do, you're going to feel the thighs stretch. Both thighs, nice stretch. Lower the hips. The knee is right over the toes, and chin out and look up. Gaze up. It's my exercise as well. This is called Ashwasanchalasana, equestrian pose. Head down. We're going to press on our hands, bring that right foot back to meet the left, and hips high, heels down, head down. This is downward facing dog, Radha Mukha Svanasana. And now head up, we're going to move into plank. Head forward, body forward into plank, then knees down. We're going to lower the chest and chin to the floor, keeping the hips up and the elbows tucked close to the body. Lower the hips. Roll the chin forward and come up. Not using your hands, lift your hands. Hands down, head down, push back into down dog. Okay, now let's put our right knee on the floor, swing the left leg up or walk it up. And this is equestrian pose on the other side. Feel that nice stretch in the thigh muscles. Back foot is curled. And roll the chin and look up. Head down. We're going to bring that right foot to meet the left. Full forward fold out. You need to bend the knees, that's fine. Now bend the knees, stretch the arms out and up. Walk the thumbs. Hips forward. Crescent. just back as far as you can. And then arms overhead, palms together. Lower the hands down in front of the chest as you exhale. Now, we'll do that once again. And this time it's just going to flow. Okay? And when we get to the Ashtanga Namaskara, and we go into the Cobra, we're just going to flow right into it. Okay? And as we stand with our hands in prayer mudra in front of the heart, let's focus. Let's focus for a few moments. Focus on this moment. Beautiful moment of now. Let's bring to mind all that we're grateful for in our life. There's so much to be grateful for. Now, open the palms, stretch the arms out and up. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, full forward fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Right foot back. Exhale. Pull the breath out as you come down. And inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Left foot forward. Right knee on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, full forward fold. Bend the knees, stretch the arms out. Inhale. Arms overhead, and exhale, the hands come down in prayer in front of the heart. Now just step your feet aside apart and just notice the body, how it's feeling, how the heart might be beating a little faster. Watch the breath. Just integrate all the benefits. There were 6 asanas in and 6 asanas out. And that's called sun worship. It's beautiful to do to a rising sun or setting sun outside. It's really lovely. We're going to do our balance pose now. So if you have a wall nearby, we'll go to a wall. We're going to stand with the shoulder at the wall, and all the weight is going to be on the wall leg. And once we do that, we can pick up the outside leg and do anything we want because we've shifted the center of gravity to a different place with all the weight on that wall leg. So we bring our arms up overhead, palms together, and bring that outside knee up, and bring the palms together and out in front, palms down. This is stork pose. See, this is the stork. And now bring this outside foot right to the knee and bring the hands to the chest. Bring that knee out. This is tree. Vrikshasana, tree pose. And knee forward, outside hand on the top of the foot and the wall arm up. And then chest stays up, head up. We'll just keep the legs touching. Move that outside knee back and stretch this wall arm out. Right, stretch it out. Move that knee back. Chest stays up. This is Natarajasana, King Dancer. And bring it back. Shake it up. And we'll go to the other side. All the weight on the wall leg. Placing the arms and raise that outside leg. And then the hands come down in the stork. That foot comes to the knee, the outside foot. Hands to your chest in prayer. And the knee comes out. You can feel you opening up the hip area. Vrikshasana. You can find a focal point. It's called a drishti. So you can focus on a single point. Okay, knee forward. Grab the outside of that foot. Keep the legs together. Wall arm up. And now bring that knee back. Just bring it back. Bring it back. Slide back. And stretch that wall hand out. Chest stays up. Head up. Bring that knee back. Keep it in and back. And be gentle. Hold. Bring that prana right to those thigh muscles. And okay. So we'll come back to our mat. doing our standing core. So this time, let's bring our hands to prayer. What we're going to do is lift the arms up and separate the feet. So this is Hastasana. The feet are facing front and the arms are shoulder height. Pull the pelvic floor up. Pull the navel toward the spine. A little adjustment here. Okay, navel toward the spine, pelvic floor up, arms out. The Hastasana. Okay, and now with your left foot, point toward that wall. And this heel, the right heel, goes out a little, out. So it's about 45. And feel that nice straight. This leg is going to stay straight. Okay? Now the front, we're going to turn to the left. And we're going to bend that knee. You might have to walk your toes out a little because we want that knee to stay right over the ankle. And we want these arms to stay straight out from the shoulders. And we look over that forward arm. And this is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Feel that energy go back down that leg into the foot, into the floor, into the ground. Pulling the pelvic floor up. Now we're going to take this back hand and lay it on the leg and turn. We're going to turn the hips toward the front. And we're going to turn the palm, the front palm facing, and bring it up. And this is reverse warrior. Then, keeping the hips right where they are, both arms go up. You can have them separated or in prayer. You can look up. This is warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Now keep that knee over the ankle. You can look straight forward now. Turn toward the camera, arms down again. Turn the feet, we'll do the other side. This heel is out, this one's 90, right? We're gonna turn, look over that front arm and bend the knee. Feel that nice stretch down the back. And that knee goes right over the ankle. Virabhadrasana. Pull the pelvic floor. Navel toward the spine. Warrior. You have the strength. You have the strength of your source. It's love. It's your strength and your safety. Okay, hand to the back. Turn the hips toward the front extended arm. Turn the palm toward you and look up. And keep that knee bent. And this is reverse warrior. Keep the hips rotated to the side. Okay, bend both arms up. You can look up, and then look straight ahead. Warrior 1. Arms out and face the camera and step in. Okay, we'll go down to the floor. Okay. Now, we're going to do, it's called Salamba Bhujangasana. Salamba means supported. So we're going to lie down on our bellies. And the elbows are right under the shoulders. And the hands are, fingers are wide, separated wide. And it's also called the Sphinx pose. Salamba Bhujangasana is also called Sphinx. And you'll see why, because we're going to lift our head and look straight ahead and then move our head back. As you do, you're going to feel it in the lower back. Breathe into that area. Bring prana with your mind. Direct the prana right to the lower back. Helps the adrenals, which we need these days, right? Adrenals, the lower back. We hold guilt in our lower back. That's how they say. But we want to just bring love and forgiveness and our innocence. Remembering who we truly are. Eternal. Okay, great. All right, now we're going to lift the hips and move the knees in. And we're going to grab our bolster if you have it. And if you don't, you can take a blanket and fold it like a bolster. Okay? And we're going to turn. And sit on the edge of the bolster with the legs straight, you know. in staff pose. And bend the right knee. And sit on the edge, right above the edge of the bolster. Bend the left knee. And we're going to take our arms on the outside of the legs. And we're going to walk the feet away. Now, first of all, before we begin walking the feet away, we're going to press the chest against our thighs. So hold the knees up, press the chest against the thighs. So this is important because what we're going to do is we're only going to come down as far as we can keep the chest touching the thighs. And then we can hold it there when you get to your edge. So walk the feet, keep the chest against the thighs, walk the feet forward. When you get to where you're going to stop, just hold. And hold it right there. And breathe into it. When you relax, the muscles that aren't being used relax. The other muscles, they know their job. This is called Paschimottanasana. Pashi means west, and the back is the Hindus say that's the west side of the body. The front is the east. And roll up. Okay, that's our forward bending postures segment. Okay, we're going to do the spinal twist. It's called Ardha Matsyendrasana spinal twist. So we bend this right knee, or actually it's your left knee, and you can keep it right there next to the straight leg knee, or you can pick it up and put it on the other side. And we're going to take the left arm up and back behind us and take the opposite hand. Now you can hold that knee, and that's a good twist. You know, you're opening the chest and twisting. You can look over your back shoulder. But if you want a little bit more, bring the elbow in front of the knee with the palm up, right? And if you want just a little bit more, bring the hand down, straight arm down toward the shin of the bent knee, and look over to the right. Nice twist, squeezing the internal organs. Squeezing out all the toxins. Okay, and unwind, we'll do the other side. Now the thing is, what we're going to do is move to the other side to do the other side. Because we want to be this direction anyway when we end up. And you'll see why. So we're going to bend now the right knee and either keep the foot right there next to the straight leg knee, or bring it to the other side. And so that right arm's going to go up and back. I'm mirroring you, right arm up and back. We're going to either hold that knee and open, or you can put your elbow in front and look, or you can straighten your arm and look back. Nice twist, be gentle. Could be an eye exercise as well if you're a little way over to the side. Okay, and unwind. And what we're going to do is hug, release, lift up through the crown. Feels good. Okay. Now, so that was backward bending, forward bending, twist. Now we'll do inverted. So we want to sit either on the rolled blanket that you have or the bolster. You want to sit on it and lower your back down. And once you do, you might have to adjust it so that it's right under your hips, not your lower back or not your legs, just right under your hips. And then we're going to hold on to the bolster. We're going to raise our legs up, straight up. Now, if you want, you can stay just like this. This is wonderful. The legs love it. Oh, the circulation's in the opposite direction, and it's a relief for the legs, and they just love it. Or you can bring the legs overhead. You can bring them overhead, and notice how the hips are lifting up as you do that. So as you bring your legs overhead, sneak your hands underneath the buttocks toward the hips, and then push the hips forward. Push the hips forward. There you go. Tuck your elbows under. Your elbows are going to be your support, and then slowly lift the hips. Lift the hips up. Lift the hips. The legs straighten. And here is your Sarvangasana, the shoulder stand. And separate the legs. You can play. Feet come over. Legs come over. If both legs come over, it's called plow pose. Both legs overhead. Plow Halasana. And spread your legs. and you can play. You can do butterfly, or you can do Sukhasana, bicycle. Okay, legs overhead, parallel to the floor. If you were sitting on move the bolster away. If you were sitting on the bolster, just lift the hips a little and move the bolster away and lower the legs down. The back one vertebra at a time. Once you get the hips down, lower the legs very slowly. Nice and slow. Okay, and then just melt into the floor when they reach the floor. One pose is left. It's called Matsyasana, and it's always done after the shoulder stand because it bends the neck in the opposite direction. It's a complementary pose. You want to take that rolled up blanket or your bolster right behind you because we're going to lay our back down over it. And now, if you have a neck issue, you may want to put a pillow under where your head's going to go, and just bring your head down onto the pillow, and then lift your chin. That's enough to stretch that chin. If you don't have a neck issue, lift the chin out all the way till the crown of the head comes to the floor. Arms out, straight out from the shoulders, and then you can straighten the legs. And this stretches the front of the neck, thyroid, guys. Okay, so we want to bend the knees, lift the head slightly, turn toward the camera, and come up. Okay, great. So we're going to have a deep relaxation. It's really beautiful. So you want to lie in Shavasana. But now the thing is, lie with your right leg facing the camera. Okay. Lie down in Shavasana, which is the corpse pose. Now, remember, you can, if you have tension, you can put that pillow underneath your knees or a pillow underneath your head. The palms are face up, a little away from the body, and the feet are straight down from the hips. So I am going to start the music. I'm going to put the lotus on for a moment, and then I will start the deep relaxation. You may want a blanket to go over you. Your body temperature will drop a little bit when you relax, and you might put something over your eyes, like a towel, or if you have an eye towel, that'd be great. But anything really to put over your eyes to block out the light and to relax you even further. Okay, and I'll just put that on now.
Follow your breath into your lungs and into the heart center. Feel your heartbeat. Gently place your hands over your heart center, right over left, and create a powerful energy field of self-love. In your head or out loud, repeat these words. My heart, I love you. My body, I love you. My mind, I love you. I forgive myself for any words or thoughts I I have made about myself which were unkind. And I release any emotional attachment to the unkind words others have said to me. I forgive myself for anything that needs to be forgiven. I recognize my own beauty. I believe in myself and in my dreams. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am blissful. I am. I am at peace. I am whole. I am loved. I rest in the light of this truth.
We are very relaxed, very centered. We want to now water the seed that we planted in the beginning. The seed was our sankalpa, our positive affirmation. Now we want to bring it to mind once again so that it will manifest. The subconscious listens. We look at our life. We see what we've planted. Let's plant the positive. What do we want to see manifest? Perhaps it is I live in a world that is peace personified, that is heaven on earth. I live in a world where there is joy and love and sharing. Whatever your sankalpa is, say it now, say it inside 3 times with all your heart. Bring your awareness back to your breath and let it wash over the body like a wave. Let it waken the body. The body feels rejuvenated and revitalized. Let it inspire movement in your toes and your fingers. Stretch through the arms and the legs. And then what we want to do is raise up the right arm and turn and lie on your right side and bend the knees. And in this way, we activate another energy channel called Ida Nadi. That is connected to our feelings and intuition. It also activates the top Chandra nostril, the moon nostril. And it'll help us retain the relaxation of Yoga Nidra. When you're ready, lift up and come to a comfortable cross-legged Sukhasana. And we'll just end with a chant, and it's called Asatoma Satgamaya. And I think next time I'll send that to you so you can all have it to sing and to read. So it goes, Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasuma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Lead me from the unreal, fear, to the real, love. Lead me from darkness, ignorance, to light, knowledge. Lead me from death, limitation, to immortality, eternal being. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're sitting in cross-legged. We bring our hands back behind us, and this is called a Yoga Mudra. We hold the right wrist with the left hand, and as we come forward, it always appeared to me as an expression of gratitude. So let's once again bring to mind all that we're grateful for. We lift up. Bring our hands to prayer out of the heart. And we're going to extend our Namaste greeting again to one another. And also to all of our family and our loved ones, all the people we know, and even the people we don't know. And people still in their body, and people who have gone to the light. And we don't exclude anyone. Not for anything they've done or said. We extend this greeting. We know that we say the meaning of Namaste, and then we say Namaste to one another and to everyone. The meaning is that the love and light in me greets and honors and acknowledges the love and the light in you. Stay together. Namaste.